With all the noise around us, you know, just as soon as I start filming, oh, there we go, graphics are back. Thanks, world. With all the noise around us, it's hard to know what we really think, what we really feel, who we really are. You're you, he's him, I'm me. What forms of ID do you really need, officer? Today's philosophical talk, we'll move out, we'll walk around, because it's less boring than a static shot. Been thinking a lot about second place. You know, when I was growing up, yeah, still, you know, the 80s, people still mocking Buzz Aldrin, because it wasn't that far before I was born. Mocking Buzz Aldrin, second man on the moon, you're no Neil Armstrong. Buzz Aldrin seemed to have taken it very well. We are obsessed with winning, and we are sad when we are second place. What was it, the England football team at the Euros when they got spanked by the better Italian team? Look, don't get triggered, English viewers. They got spanked by a better Italian team. Those players shouldn't have missed those penalties. For fuck's sake, how much do they get paid? They miss a penalty? Oh, the pressure. You're a professional footballer. But they were like, as soon as the UEFA guy or the Euro guy puts the silver medal on it, they're like, no, I don't want to lose, I'm a loser. Fucking hell, guys, silver medal is still good. Imagine at the Olympics, you train for... Hey, hi there. Imagine at the Olympics, you train for 10 years, and you just get beaten by fucking someone. Imagine, like, you're there in front of 1 billion people watching you, 100-meter men's fucking athletics final. And you're like, no, I don't know. Fucking hell, man. It drives people crazy. Psychosis. Now, I see the second place problem is a big problem for not just sports, not just, you know, personal competition between people, but on the world stage as well. Like, Islam is number 2 religion in terms of countries that use it, in terms of population that uses it, in terms of financial success. Islam comes out at number 2 after Christianity. The issues with Islam we'll save for another video. Now, on the world stage, geopolitically, America number 1. America number 1, and it has been for a long time. It used to be Britain number 1, Great Britain number 1, and then it became America number 1. Keeping it Anglo, keeping it very Anglo. Now, at the moment, China and Russia are vying for the number 2 position, but they don't seem to be angry with each other. They've had their own wars in the past. Russia and China, Soviet Union, China. They've had issues, but they're both got their sights set on upsetting the great Satan, they call it. Okay, maybe that's more of a, is that more of an Iranian thing to call America the great Satan? Probably more of an Iran thing. Yeah. But Russia, you know, acting like a fucking idiot. China with Taiwan, not even to mention the 1 million of people in a concentration camp in the Uyghur region. Remember when we said never again after World War II? But hey, I want cheap Chinese goods. Hey, I'll look the other way. China number 1, China strong. China managed to control the COVID outbreak really well. Wow, look. They sent drones down giving government messages. Oh, fuck. So, number 2, who's going to be number 2? Basically, China and Russia don't want to be number 2. They want to be number 1. The Chinese universe. The Russian sphere of influence. Fucking, I'm going to do another little bit about my updated views on Russia and the Ukraine. Why do we say the Ukraine? Isn't it just Ukraine? I'm going to Ukraine. I'm going to the Ukraine. You don't say I'm going to the Scotland. The Ukraine. So, again, I'm not the first person to see an issue with number 2, second place. It goes all the way, like 3,500 years ago. Do you remember a guy called Abel? Beautiful man, very handsome, long golden hair, blue eyes. He looked like Brad Pitt. All the girls loved Abel. Abel went into the fields, all the sheep followed him. Both the human sheep and the flock of, you know, fucking sheep. When he harvested his harvest, fucking overflowing wheat and grain and barley and food. Fucking, when Abel had chickens, those chickens were fucking big, beautiful, healthy egg every hour for Abel. The universe loved Abel. Pious, obedient, nice to his dad, nice to his mum. He did well. And then on the sidelines, Cain. You had Cain. Cain was like second place. Cain had to try harder. Cain wasn't handsome. Who knows what Cain looked like? Who knows what Harry Cain was looking like 3,500 years ago? So fucking hell, like, that resentment of being number two. Fucking hell, like, everything I do, God doesn't favor me. Fucking hell, when I sow the seeds of love, no plants grow, or my fucking crop. And like, God looks at Cain and goes, come on, mate, fucking get it together. Stop being a twat. And we see it playing out. And if you don't know, I'd be surprised if you don't know. But Cain murdered his brother Abel for no reason other than jealousy, envy, hatred at the fact he was number two, that he wasn't number one. And for me, one of the most ballsy lines in the entire Bible, the entire Old Testament, is when God himself, not just a fucking avatar, not just someone pretending, not just a fucking analyst from the Matrix, the architect from the Matrix, when the big kahuna, when the Zeus, when the Adonai, the Elohim, the big man, says to fucking Cain, he says, where's your brother? And Cain actually says to God, he goes, what? Am I my brother's keeper? Whoa, whoa. Arrogance, wow. And to say that after you've murdered your own brother. So I'm trying to say is, doesn't matter if you're family relations, brother, father, sister, cousin, best friend. Best friends, fucking hell, man. Like, if you get into some situation where things are getting ranked, are getting hierarchied, are getting counted by someone else, and you're not number one, that can fuck you up. Like, you know, for me, I love the name of this jewelry, Philip Stoner. Get it? Because he does little precious stones. He's the stoner. Philip Stoner. And for me, you know, like, fucking hell. I'm not a big YouTube channel. I'm small. Okay, not small, medium. I'm medium size. Average YouTube channel size. I see channels that do similar stuff to what I do. They do a fart outside a police station, 200,000 views. And good for them. Good for them. And then, you know, I kind of placate myself. I kind of make myself feel better and say, maybe I'm more niche. Maybe I'm more specialized. Maybe the horizon of people that are able to enjoy my stuff is a bit smaller. And then I just go on to like, oh my me, I don't know any famous musicians that are out now. I know them when they die, because then they go in the newspaper and I go, oh shit, Juice WRLD's dead. So, but yeah, okay, we'll use Juice WRLD. Lovely Juice WRLD, died a couple of years ago. But yeah, so don't rank yourself, because look, I'll watch some fucking channel in America doing the same things I do. Let's go audit the cops. Same amount of subscribers. The guy might be similar charisma to me. He goes outside police station, 200,000 views. But then that, you know, fucking hell, you can't keep, on the worldly plane, if you keep measuring yourself against others, you'll drive yourself mad. And there's a great lesson there in the Cain and Abel story, because, yeah, he killed his own brother. He was fucking ranking it. And see, right now, Russia, willing to kill hundreds of thousands of people because it's upset at being number two. China said, we do things our own way in China. No problem. Put 1 million people in a concentration camp. No problem. Saber rattle against Taiwan. No problem. Now this number 2 thing, it's not just a literal, like there's a first place, second place, third place, gold, silver, bronze. It's not just that. Like the reason, what spawned it actually was, I'll tell the story and then I'll try and expand upon it. I was on the bus yesterday with my toddler Isaac, and he's a very happy 2-year-old. Very happy boy. Loves everything. Very excited. And his big thing on the bus is to go upstairs on the bus. And luckily I'm a big guy, I can carry a big heavy fucking 2.5-year-old and get up the stairs with one hand. And we're at the front of the bus and he holds the bar, he pretends to drive the bus. He's like, Dad, we're gonna catch that, you know, classic 2-year-old nonsense chat. And there was a person in a mask, starting to tisk, starting to shake her head, starting to get angry. And she looked normal. She wasn't like a crazy person. She wasn't like a fucking lunatic asylum escapee. She was well dressed, nice shoes, nice handbag, nice jacket, normal hair. And she was maybe my age, 40, whatever, yeah? She's getting angry, getting pissed off. Not liking a happy-go-lucky 2-year-old at the front of the bus having a go. And I was like, fucking hell, why is she? And basically, if you tie yourself to worldly things, if you think you're just a flesh and blood bag of sausages with nothing divine about you, nothing. There's no such thing as eternity. There's no such thing as infinity. There is no mystery behind subjectivity. There is no mystery behind your consciousness that you are an actual fucking viewpoint. If you believe these things I've just ranted, you will get fucking triggered by beauty, truth, love, babies, happy people, decency. These things will fucking drive you nuts. And it's sad.